The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce will be hosting various events in our community this spring and summer, giving local residents an opportunity to not only keep up and learn about what's happening in their community, but also learn about different opportunities as well. Here on the Splash Live to discuss many events planned by the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce for Greater West Bloomfield, Suzanne Levine. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me on this really beautiful spring day.
I know, right? Couldn't have said it better, Suzanne. So just overall, I gave a generic overview of some things, but can you just explain maybe in a little bit more detail of some of the key events that the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is hosting?
Well, we're really excited because we have a whole different array of events this year. We always have our Cup of Connections and our wealth meetings, wellness and health professionals, but we're going to have our 15th annual health fair at June 11th at the Bloomfield Township. This is a great event. There's still time for people to, purchase a table, but it's open free to the public, and it's a great way to get to know all the different health options in your community.
Right.
So we're really excited, and I'm pretty sure that you're covering it. So hopefully we'll see you there. It's just a really wonderful way to introduce the community to things that they might not know, and to also for our small businesses to let the community know what they offer.
Right.
So it's just really, we love this event, and we're so grateful to you and to West Bloomfield Parks and Rec and to West Bloomfield Township for letting us host this event.
Yes. One of many events, by the way, too. Yeah, you were going to explain more, please.
Yes, July 30th, we're going back and we're revisiting our Key to the Township Awards. And it's going to I've sent out the nomination form. There's 5 different categories, and you don't have to necessarily live in West Bloomfield as long as you work or play or have some connection. And this is a great event. In years past, we had Charlie Langton be the host, so we're hoping that he'll host it again because talk about funny. He happens to have quite a bit of interest and zest to any event. So this should be a great way to honor people that don't necessarily get the recognition. The Business Leader of the Year, the Spirit of the Community, a Young Entrepreneur, Health and Wellness, and then I have my Secret Chamber Member of the Year that I present that night. So it's just really a great event to honor people in your community. So I hope people will nominate and attend this event and show appreciation for all the people that work diligently to support our community.
Oh, that's so exciting, Suzanne. First and foremost, yes, we will be covering that Health and Wellness Fair, by the way, June 11th. So, yes, we will be there. And that's very exciting, giving residents an opportunity to check out different healthcare options and learn about different providers and things of that nature. But like you said, also, I love I just love in general that you have that openness for the Key to the Township nominations. We just saw that form go out recently, and we spoke about that. But like you said, just nominating people who are making a difference, the movers and shakers, and like you said, whether they work, live, or play right here in West Bloomfield, but they make an impact. So I love to hear. Now, we've heard about the events that are annual events that's been repeated, but are there any new or first-time events plans for this year's summer lineup?
Well, we did relaunch our Business Innovation Generator.
Right.
That was at Ferrari, which was an event. We're really excited. So we're going to be doing those once in a quarter. The next one will be at Plantera. We don't have a topic yet or a date, but it was just a great networking event to bring our diverse community together. And of course, the cars were the stars. Not that Jeff Collins wasn't great, and it was really interesting to hear his story about how he got started and what he had to do to actually earn the Ferrari dealership. It was quite a process. So, and we were very grateful to them for hosting. I'm hoping that I could actually live in one of the cars. I guess if I sold my house, I could do it.
Right? Oh, my goodness. No, completely different level. And we saw that. We covered that event, too. Great event, by the way, that you all put on right here in our community. Unique location and everything. Highlighted the Ferrari dealership. I think that was beautiful. With me right here live on the Splash, by the way, Executive Director for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, Suzanne Levine, talking about the upcoming spring and summer events. So many going on that we are highlighting. I want you to talk about the effectiveness of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and the impact that they have by explaining how these events support local businesses and the broader community.
But I think it's really important to highlight our community. We have so many unique businesses. We have a lot of course, healthcare, but we have a lot of interesting boutique type of businesses, shops, and especially with Shop Local, it's very important, especially during this economy, to make sure that we support our local businesses. So I'm really excited when we have a big networking event to introduce people. I'm sort of like your mother, and I will kind of drag you along and the difference is I don't get the same eye rolls like I do for my kids when I try to tell them something. But it's really amazing when we have our Cup of Connections or our wealth meetings, we have them in local businesses. And these are businesses, some of them have been established for a long time, but for some reason, people aren't even aware that they exist. So it's a great way to highlight your business. We bring people in with a network. You just offer a light refreshment, coffee, maybe, a bagel or a cookie or something, but really people are there to network and connect. And so we just did one at True Natural Spa. And this woman's been there for a while, Ava Lee, and it's really an amazing business. She has salt baths and aromatherapy and massage and all kinds of unique. She's from Korea, so South Korea is very much in the forefront of healthcare and also skincare. So it was really interesting to learn about some of the things that she was doing there. So this is just a great opportunity for businesses to highlight their business, bring people in, connect the community, and maybe you make a connection with someone that you never met before, and do some business, whether it's just even putting their business card, in your business, which is great.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Those two main things that you talked about, I think is very important. Not only highlighting local businesses that we probably drive past every day and don't pay attention to, but also just connecting local business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs with the community as well. So well said for providing that angle. Now, just since we were talking about some of these events that have been repeated, that are annual, or monthly even, with that being said, how does the Chamber incorporate feedback from some of these past events into future planning?
Well, usually I try to send out a survey, or at least I ask the people that attended the event how they felt about it. What would they see to be improved? Funny enough, I said I would never do another golf outing after last year, but we are planning on one at a local at Twin Beach.
Okay.
And a lot of people aren't even aware that this, it's a 9-hole golf course. It's beautiful. So I think we're going to do one in the end of September. I'm sort of debating, but I think there has been a demand, and we do. And as you know, golf is a great way to do business.
Yes.
I probably should take it up, but I would probably be too frustrated, whacking that ball. So we're going to probably do that again, and we're going to, of course, have our repeat of our leadership breakfast. And we're thinking about doing something with the Lakes Area Chamber, maybe a game night. So
Okay.
that could be fun. We're trying to, reinvent the wheel a little bit. Of course, there's some things that are tried and true, like the leadership breakfast and the health fair. But we're really trying to think of ways to bring the community together and make sure that everyone has an opportunity to get their business in front of other businesses and the community. It's really important. I don't care how many flyers you send out. There are
Right.
certain things, and we've talked about this a lot. Money and health are trust issues. So you're not just going to go to you're not just going to turn your money over to any financial advisor. You're not just going to have any home health care worker come into your home and take care of your parent. These are trust issues. So it's really important that these businesses send even one representative. I don't care if it's your mother that's coming meetings, someone that can promote your business, get to know you, get to know what you're about, so that they trust you, so that they're very willing to try you out.
No, I'm so glad you brought that. I forgot we talked about that last time, and that was so heavy too. People really take a lot of consideration when they're putting their money into financial businesses or structures, and also healthcare. So yeah, well said, and a great opportunity for people to come out and find out more information. We got to let you go, Suzanne. We appreciate you, but ultimately, if anybody does want to find out more information about the events or the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, how can they do so?
They can contact the chamber at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. Go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, or call me at 248-626-3636. And I'm happy to talk to people that aren't even chamber members to see if I can help direct them to the resources they need to survive.
Ooh, I like that. Man, being very helpful per usual. We want to thank you so much again. Executive Director from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, Suzanne Levine. Thank you again.
Thank you again.